What's up, you guys? This is your boy T Studio X coming at you live, and I'm gonna be doing something different. I'm gonna be playing Farming Simulator from the gaming console for the Xbox One. So I hope you guys and gals, anybody who are part of the world, on the other side of the road, would like it. Probably later on, I'll have to switch phones because of the battery and stuff like that. I need to know why I'm not getting the whole damn freaking screen on this tiny ass freaking lens of the camera on the phone. Ooh, those annoying damn wires out here. So right now I'm gonna be playing Farming Simulator, and I'm gonna be doing Lone Oak Farm 2019. So I'm about like 5 minutes late. Of course, I got this charger hooked up to this USB port, but somehow the battery isn't even charging. Seriously, I probably won't even make it like 30 minutes, and then the phone freaking die. Then it will cut off my stream. Shitty ass fucking batteries. Cheap, chintzy freaking phone battery. Why can't they last longer, and why won't the battery saver work? Oh, come on. Seriously? This is what happens when I try to. So this is what happens. YouTube needs to fix this. YouTube needs to fix this error. Ooh, an error. Please try again. Playback ID 46D type. X 90 PWZ PNX1 WAO or 0. YouTube needs to fix their YouTube needs to fix their crap. They really do. So right now I'm just gonna show you the machinery what I have on Lone Oak Farm. I think I should start with the tractors. I need to know why I can't get the whole screen on this tiny ass. I guess I just push it back so it make the screen a little bit smaller. No, just pushing my TV back. Problem is, it's pretty much cutting this box off, this map off. Yeah, YouTube's freaking glitching. So first I can start with this big bud. So this one is an articulator. Big bud, this is the big bud. It has 1100 horsepower. SSD says for Silver Series Detroit, which has got the Detroit engine in it. It's a 16 valve 747, which I believe it's got like a 16 cylinder engine in it. Big double wheels. This thing could pull anything. Big cultivators, big plows, and everything. There's the biggest of the biggest, the big bud. That's the big daddy one right there, as you can see here. And there's the little guy right here. There's the 450, powered by the Cummins diesel power. So this one's got 500 horsepower. This one is a big bud 430. 450. There's the cabin. It's got some windshield wipers, front and back. There's the radio right there that plays music. I think that's the courtesy light for the It has a courtesy light for the inside. That's a speaker when music comes out. Those are your controls, joysticks, switches, knobs, and stuff like that. A steering wheel to steer. On the bottom right hand corner, it would have the gauge thing. It will show your speedometer. It will show your engine speed. It will show your engine hours on the bottom. On the right, the right gauge would be your gas gauge, and your left gauge, one with the wrench, is the condition. It's a condition of the machinery. If it's if it's let's say if the gauge was down to like, let's say if the gauge was, shit. So if the gauge is down to here, which means it would have a maintenance, so that would be the maintenance gauge, or I'm gonna say the health of the gauge. I think right here, this is your CB radio. Okay, this is your map. It will show the map. When I press the button, it will show the whole. It will show the fields. When you see the fields that are, when you see the field, I mean, when you see the numbers that are green, which means I own the fields. I own the fields. The ones that are white, I do not own. I do not own. So we got an animal dealer for the animals. Animal dealer, which lets you buy animals or sell animals. Shop to buy equipment. It would show. It would so. So Lone Oak Farm Barn. I think that's where the cows. That's where the cows usually have. So this one has yeah, this one does horses and stuff like that. I just gotta finish up the cabin. That's what's got pedals for the gas. Let's see if we get some sound. Hope I don't get copyright for that. Forgot to have the radio on. So just checking all the gauges. One of them has a fuel gauge. Ah. Seriously? Having a hard time with my damn freaking game controller. Seriously. I'm about to restart the whole damn game over again. This is what pisses me off. Okay, I think I got that. I guess I had to switch controllers because the other was shorted out. On the left, as you can see, the number as you can see, the numbers, it's on the left, that's the digital speedometer. In the middle, there's the gear indicator. And on the right, there's the tachometer. The idle speed of the engine is 850 RPMs. One of them's like volt gauge. One of them is right here. This gauge right here, that's a clock, which I believe, yep, that's gotta be an analog clock. And up above, I think that's the voltmeter. It usually runs at 14 volts, 13 or 14 volts. I think this one's the gas indicator right here. The engine hours of the, I believe this, it would have the, you see my finger where it's pointing at? That's where, this is where the, so this is where the finger, this is where this is pointed at. This is the engine hours. This button right here, I think it's a brake lock, I believe. I think that's the engine for engine. I think that's the engine warning light when the engine goes bad. There's the CB radio. There's the microphone. There's the radio. CB radio. There's the switch for the cabin. Lights inside the cabin. That must be another lights here. Light here. Light here. In the middle, there's vents. There's a wiper front and back. So basically, this is what this little guy looks like. Let's check it out on the big bud. Check out the cabin. This one has a tachometer right here. Tachometer. So basically, it's a lot bigger than. Yeah, this one's a lot bigger. A lot of buttons and switches and knobs, joysticks and stuff like that. This is the weight. It's in front of the tractor, just in case the front end of the tractor lifts up. So that's why there's a weight. There's tons of weights there. This tractor right here, I know she's a little dirty. It's a do its far word 9340 TTV Warrior. So this tractor's got like a sunroof or a moonroof. This is the cabin of it. In the middle. So Right here, this is the radio. This is the climate controls, which I forgot to mention in the big bud vehicles. The equipment. There's the screening. There's the screen. It tells you everything. It tells you one of the switches operates the PTO, power takeoff, for the trailer in the back, for the machinery in the back. Oh, this battery's gonna die. Hear that tractor running, so I just started her up and warm her up. So in real life, you gotta air all that out because you don't. People will say you gotta air all that out because people like that. There's no one to smell these fumes from those diesel fumes. So on the right, there's the tachometer. On the left, there's the speedometer. On the right, below the right one, the tachometer. I think that would be the gas gauge, and the other one is the the coolant temperature or engine temperature, water temperature. In in the middle, I think there's like it will tell you the time. It will tell you the engine temperature and everything. So this is pretty much of a good tractor to pull. There's your beacon. This one's got a double beacon, which means it's got beacons on both sides. This one's got a single smokestack going to the right. Nice, yeah, nice tractor. This one here, this is a loader tractor. This is a Fiat Tagri 100, F100 DT. So this one looks pretty much like a basic tractor, but it's got a forestry roll cage on it. So right now I got a loader arm at the end of it, got a bucket at the end of it. And right here there's just the fork, the pallet fork I believe, to pick up some stuff like pallets. This was a interior light, climate controls. I think that's the clock up here. So this is the tachometer and the speedometer combination. So that's two gauges in one. The gas gauge is on the right, and I believe that's the temperature gauge on the left. So I know this game, like I mentioned, it's got a slot system, but I wish it didn't. So this was got a Pro Flying FC, FZ60. So that would be the loader arm itself, and the brand of it's Stow, I believe. and the brand of the bucket, which I believe it's hard to pronounce, spells out Fliegl. I wonder if it's pronounced Fliegel or something like that. Fliegel, whatever it pronounced. That must be the name of that. I don't know the name of the. Oh yeah, that's what it's definitely stole. So that would be the fork. Moving on to the next one. I'm gonna go for the vehicles last. Right here, this is the lawnmower. So basically, this is just a lawnmower for like small yards, like yeah, for yards. So this is a Amazon Pro Hopper Lombardini, whatever this is. So this is a four-wheel drive machine. Got a single beacon, as you can see here. Sorry about the lagging. There's the roller. Maybe I should start putting the lawnmower in here, the little one. So let's check out the rest of the. Wait, not ready for the other things yet. So this is a lowboy trailer. I just gonna I'm just gonna go over the vehicles. This one's got so this one is a Skyrock or Skyrock. This is the pickup. So it's got like a basic gauge cluster, tachometer, speedometer, and other smart gauges like the gas gauge. Sometimes it would have the normal gas gauge, the water temperature gauge, and it's dependent on the vehicle it is. So this one is for the air brakes, and this one is here for the trailer air supply. And check out this green Volks, but it's not a Volkswagen. It looks almost like a Volkswagen bus. It's a Wagon Kumbi 120 CV. So on our right, on the right there's the tachometer. In the middle there's the speedometer that's measured in kilometers, and on the far left, that's the gas. That's the gas gauge. That's like the basic gauge cluster. There's a radio. So right now, just gonna open up, get those vehicles out, air it out, air it out, air it out. Let's see those doors open. Got a slide door on the right. Sound woofers in the back. There's the dog that's in the game, I believe. Just feeding the dog. Okay, moving on. So this is a semi truck with a Fligo trailer. Fligo or Fligo or Flago, whatever it pronounced. So this is the trailer. So that's one of the default equipment that came with the Lawnmower farm. So this is the Lizard Roadrunner. And this is a sleeper. It looks pretty awesome. Here's your CB radio. Here's your buttons for the mirrors. I like these side mirrors. I like how it's like long and skinny on the top and circle on the bottom. Love those kind of mirrors. And this one's got crossover mirrors, just like school buses do. It's the one that has like the nose. So I'm just gonna go over to the gauge cluster. We got a tachometer on the left and speedometer on the right. Air pressure gauges, fuel gauges, and stuff like that. This one here is so this trailer right here, that's for cotton bales. This is a tanker for, I believe it's for milk or water. Normally I would use as milk. This right here, these are the tippers. So I would put everything in there. Let's say if I chopped corn, or I chopped corn for stuff or harvest stuff, so it would go all that stuff would go in these two wagons hooked up together. And so basically, yeah. This one is a water tank. This one is a fuel. This one's for fuel. The Thunder Creek equipment. The Thunder Creek SFS T990. So that's for the fuel. Next, we're here. This is your spreader for your. This is the annual. This is your Amazon. Whatever it pronounced. ZGB 8200. So that carries solid fertilizer and lime. This one here, that's for your slurry. This is another spreader, fertilizer spreader. That's for liquid fertilizer and herbicide. This one here is a manure spreader. The Strutman Stroblitz, whatever it pronounced. The PS3401. That's for the manure spreader. That's the solid manure spreader. So these are as you can see here, that's herbicide. Those are herbicide as well. This one here is this is the Krone Big M450, which this is basically this is like a giant lawnmower. Because it's got like the mower deck on the front and mower deck on the sides for big fields. And then it will show a little bit of everything. Inside, it's got 2 beacons. This is how I put it down. I got it set to wide spreading so the grass would be we're just gonna test that out. You see all these blades spinning, all that stuff, which means it's working. The PTO is running. So yeah, this is the Big M 450. And also there's a smaller mower somewhere. I forgot where the mower was. It's one of those hay-bind mowers that you like drag behind. So this one is a tedder. This one is, I think it's a chopper for the straw, for bedding for the animals. Next, this is the windrower. This one right here is a weeder. This one is a mixer, silage, grass. I mean, can't be grass. Silage. So if hay and grass. I mean, basically straw. Silage and grass. So this will be a mixer. So this gauge right here, that's the speedometer, tachometer, which is like normally in the dash there's 4 gauges, which I believe that's for the oil pressure. I believe oil pressure, gas gauge, the oil pressure, the gas gauge, the volts, and it would have hours on that for the exit hours. So this one is a Silo King Southline Compact 612. I mean 1612. So this thing is definitely pretty much useful. Next over, got a potato harvester. Let me see what the label is. That's a I just read that. The Silo King Southline Compact 1612. This one here is our potato harvester. Grimmy Vertitron 470 Tiro track. So this is the harvest potatoes. So the front part would cut the stems or the leaves off, and then the part that's under the cabin would pick the potatoes up and it would drag right into the thing in the back, pretty much. So right now it's all folded up. This one is a sugar beet harvester for sugar beets. I mean, this thing is huge. Next, this one is a cotton harvester, the John Deere. But look, wait, I need to go back to definitely to see what the actual model is. This is a Robot Tiger 6L. I believe 6, which meaning I believe it's got 6 wheels. And XL, I believe it says for extra large, since it's a huge thing. So so that pretty much does the same thing, but this does sugar beet. This one is a John Deere CP690. CP stands for cotton picker because it is a cotton picker, and it comes out in round bales. The red one, I believe that comes out in rectangular. So this one is a corn picker, but not just the corn picker. It's a header. It so basically it pulls the stuff off the ground like sunflowers and stuff like that. But wait, I think this does do sunflower and corn. This one does like a little bit of everything, like wheat, barley, and etc. So this one is a John Deere 645 FD. So that's a header, and it's got like a wheel on there. The corn picker, it would have the corn header. It would have it's a 1860. It's a 618C. Right now, it's hooked onto this S790 Combine. So it's all folded up. This is what it looks like when it's unfolded. This is what it looks like when it's unfolded while it's on the ground. So I got it hooked up, as you can see here. Ah, the battery's dying. This one here is the radio. And this here, basically it's the cabin. The seat on the left, I believe that's the passenger seat. Vents for, I think this right here, I think that's a light, another light here, courtesy lighting. Wait a minute, that must be a speaker. Can't be a vent. That must be a speaker. These are vents here. Another light here. Okay, let's go the rest of this thing. The rest of this stuff what's on the barn. Doing the equipment. So this is a 3765 chopper with the chute. So it sucks up hay, grass, I believe, hay and grass. So this one is a Pottinger, whatever it pronounced, the MEX6 corn picker. There's your planter, there's your potato planter. This one is a, it's hard to tell which one is a seeder or a planter. The section, I think this thing's got like two sections, one for the fertilizer and one for the crop. And this one's got like the series of discs, wheels, and stuff like that. Next, which I believe this one is another planter or a seeder that does, this one does like large fields. So this one is a cultivator, but this one's got like a chisel. Pretty much this is like a chisel plow with disc in the back and a roller stick in the back, so that's all folded up. This was the bigger version. This is the cultivator or disc harrow. This was a plow for the little guy. This is the little guy right here. The Limken Titan 18, I believe, which I believe that's the brand of that, and it's color blue and it's all dirty, and it's got a beacon right on there. Next, this was a big one. That was kind of like a trailer. This was a trailer lifter, so it's like almost like a deli. I mean a dolly or something like that. Which I forgot to mention about the other one. So this was for the big. This was for big field. So I would recommend the polo with a big bud with that. This one is a trailer for the header, for the John Deere header. So this was a deli. Got a couple John Deeres and yeah, I got a couple John Deeres. So this one is the round hay baler. I mean, not hay baler, round baler. Has Coon and Telewrap FBP 3135. So it's a round baler with a bell wrapper in the back. So it's basically round bell and bell wrap in all in one. These are one of the bell wagons. Okay, let's see where it was at. I think it was right here. Right here, this is a Massey Ferguson baler, I believe. Yeah, Massey Ferguson 1840 throw baler. And this is a 40 John Deere 4020 tractor. And this was full of grass bales. Yeah, these are grass bales. And this was a 40 80, I mean 4840. And this one here is this one is this was a disc bind 1330 from New Holland. So this is a mower. This is a mower, as you can see. Medium-sized fields or something like that. So when you put that behind the tractor, that thing will. So that thing will. So this is where we'll be leaving off. I mean, this is where I would start baling some grass. But let's take a look at the 7% battery. Are you kidding me? Let's take a look at this tractor, the gauges. Let's take a look at the dash. It's got a tachometer on the right. This was a fuel gauge. I think these are like warning lights or something like that. Got working turn signals. Well, unfortunately, I'll probably have to cut this short because of this damn battery. I need to know why the battery ate. I need to know why the battery ain't even charging. I have this charger to my phone. To this USB port, and I get my USB port to the computer. So I probably had to end up cutting this short because of this battery situation on my phone. I mean, I definitely need to. I mean, unfortunately, I have to cut this stream off because of this battery. This battery does not want to charge because I literally got my phone. I mean, the phone is supposed to be charging, and unfortunately, I won't able to show you bone stuff because due to the shortage of the battery power. So, other than that, I'm going to end the stream and try again on tomorrow. So I'm going to try again tomorrow and try to do with the game. So I know on this farm we got some sheep, cows, chickens, pigs, I believe, and horses on this game. But so anyways, I'm just gonna end this live stream. Live streams due to like due to power due on the battery. So this is your boy T Studio X signing out, and I apologize that I had to cut this short because of this battery. So other than that, this is your boy T Studio X signing out.